Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Very irritated, and I tell you why. When I was a boy, in about 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, I had to read, and then I read because I liked it, Walter Scott, Sir Walter Scott's Ivanhoe. I had to, and I like to read Robin Hood. I also read Alexandre Dumas, the French writer, The Three Musketeers. And then after 20 years, it's another, I think, set of 3 big volumes. And then I have to read, because I liked it, the Vicomte of Bragelonne, I don't know how you call it. So I enjoyed those guys. Walter Scott, Alexandre Dumas, when I was in the 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade. Beautiful, beautiful masterpieces. Okay? Literally masterpieces. Now, it seems like they are bad. And I'm talking about the Sir Walter Scott's Ivanhoe. Now, it's not Ivanhoe, as you might nowadays break it into. And I have so much frustration when I hear the haters of our civilization trying to make us hate ourselves and our values and our civilization and our literary works, artistic creations that nobody else was able to create. They try to make us ban them, shame them. I refuse to do that. So this article comes from Sputnik from today, the 28th of December 2022. Walter Scott ancestor brands UK universities, quote unquote, racism trigger warning for Ivanhoe as cowardly. Just the fact that the UK university decided to call Ivanhoe, the literary work, as racism, a trigger warning, we are becoming, and we are, a lot of them, let's put it this way, self-hating Western civilization, members of the Western civilization. Those guys do not understand value because they're narrow-minded. They do not compare to understand how this was written, why this is a literary valuable book versus, I don't know, Maya Angelou or other garbage. Okay? Yes, Maya Angelou is garbage. So, the much-loved historical fiction novel, Ivanhoe, penned by Scottish author Sir Walter Scott, has now been singled out as potentially, quote-unquote, disturbing by academics at the British universities. You do not destroy my culture, my civilization, as I don't destroy, or at least I shouldn't, try to destroy others. Were there people who did that? They should be sanctioned. I don't do that. I don't want, and I will not accept anybody doing that to my culture, to my civilization. You are my enemy if you do that, as I should be your enemy if I do that to you. Clear? Clear. So we know where we start from. Descendants of Sir Walter Scott have branded as cowardly, quote-unquote, an attempt to drag the iconic Scottish author's novel, Ivanhoe, into a racism row. What the Matthew Maxwell Scott, the novelist's great-great-great-great-grandson of his daughter's side, has been saddened. No, that's not. You have to say outraged, enraged, criminally, mentally disturbed by this action, of criminal intent. That's how you should word it. I'm a little bit saddened. There's other fucking words you have to talk about. You are enraged by the trigger warning that academics, those are academics, at the University of Warwick in Coventry, UK, has slapped on that 1819 novel. They take a shit on our culture. I refuse to accept that. Not mine, I'm not English, I'm not Scottish, but I'm a Western civilization member of that group. And whoever touches my group and my civilization is like I touch their group and their civilization, okay? And I don't think they will be like, yeah, that's okay. If you say that, you deserve to perish then. Just go into nothingness. Wow, I'm so irritated, I can tell you that. The epic tale has now been deemed potentially, but maybe possibly disturbing for its treatment of racial minorities. Well, that book was made for us. Okay? And we depicted whomever we wanted, the way we wanted. Now, unfortunately, there are some traitors who change certain things. And now we're supposed to be apologetic for our culture, our ancestors. I refuse to do that. Imagine these guys ask me to be apologetic and, how should I put it, desecrate my ancestors' graves because of them. Those are my ancestors. You are someone else. Why would I do that? Would you do that to your ancestors if I tell you that? In the name of what exactly? In the name of what? A freedom? Justice? Is that justice? Those are long dead. And that besides, that's my culture. I'm becoming very subjective. You are attacking my life, my culture, my civilization. I refuse to allow you to do that. I will fight back. But hey, is this the way we do? No, we don't. We're just saddened. Fuck you. Anyway, the English department of the university warns students that amongst, I'm quoting, amongst the aspects readers might find disturbing, this text includes offensive depictions of people of color and the prosecuted ethnic minorities, as well as misogyny. Are you going to ban the Bible? It's coming next, because the Bible is full of this. Patriarchal power, misogyny, incest, genocide. How should I put it? Pedophilia. Are you going to ban it? It's coming? Okay, thank you. Should you fight it back? Yeah, you should fucking fight back. Fight back for that. Playground for modern bullying. The novel set in England and centering on the battles waged by its main character, Sir Wilfrid of Ivanhoe, unfolds against the backdrop of a conflict between Anglo-Saxons and Norman nobles. Among us. You fuckers stay out of it. You fuckers stay out of it. And you know exactly who I'm talking about. Stay out of it. It incorporates passages purportedly of offering an offensive depiction of black slaves and Arab Muslim captives who are seen as prejudiced against Jews. End quote. Matthew Maxwell Scott, who is trustee of his ancestors' residence at Abbotsford, defended his legendary 19th century work. Let's see how you defended it. Attacking those who cannot defend themselves has always been a coward's charter, Maxwell Scott stated, adding, and I'm quoting, "Today, social media and the growth of academia provide new playgrounds for the modern bully. Long deceased artists are a particular target, often exhibiting the hated traits of maliciousness, paleness, and to some years at least staliness if it is open season. No, Maxwell, that's not how you talk. You say like this: fuck you, fuck you, you. That's how you talk with these guys. They don't understand what you said. What you said for them is nya 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 nya. That's what they hear when you say that. Why? Because you're too intellectual. You have to lower your intellect to what I just said. You, fuck you up. That's how you have to talk. You don't talk, in the name of Socrates' ideology and the norms of ancient Greek philosophy, No, they don't know anything what you're talking about. For them is nya 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 nya. That's what they hear. They never read them. They don't know what you're talking about. They're not on the same wavelength. You're here and they're here. And say, hey, you should do this. You should nya 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 nya. You got that? Come to your fucking senses. Smack. That's how you should do. Come to your senses. You don't talk because you talk like that. For them is, they are weak. They are weasels. Look how they talk. Because they don't understand what the fuck you mean. And besides, the guys that are supposed to support you are hearing the same thing. Nya, 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 nya. Because they are dumbed down. Intellectually. That's not how we talk to them. You have to lower yourself, unfortunately, to their level of understanding. Okay, it's like a pig. You have a pig and is doing whatever it's doing. You can say, hey, excuse me, sir, how are you today? Thank you very much. Why don't you answer? Oh, you have to be... No, you don't talk like that with the pig. You have to smack the pig, kick the pig, grab him by the fucking little fucking curly tail, pulling out, kick him in the butt. You are the boss. You are the boss. It's your territory. Fuck the pig. That's how we talk to the pigs. The same here. Oh, it's very sad, and the people who died should not be off. That's not how we talk. I remember when I was involved in the Zen and martial arts and bang, 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 whatever. When I was involved in that, I used to read a lot of East Asian philosophy, including Buddhism, Shinto, Hindu, and most likely Zen Buddhism because I was involved in. Okay? So, I read about Zen Buddhism. I remember reading Deishin, what the hell is his name? Deshimaru. I think it was Deshimaru. It was a Zen monk, and he wrote, or some people wrote for him, some books. Okay, and I think one of his kwans, Zen little stories, or that try to make you understand certain things. In one of his stories was like a samurai student was asking his master, how do you fight with a thief? You fight, you're a samurai. You have honor. You have etiquette. You have, the Bushido, the code of samurai. How do you fight? And this was the answer. Hey, weasel, with a samurai, you fight like the samurai. With a thief, you fight like a thief. Okay, like a criminal. The same here. You try to fight like a samurai with those guys who don't understand shit. Your message is gonna be here, and their understanding is here. It's gonna be nothing. Like two submarines in the Black Sea. Boop, boop, boop. They don't even know of one of the other one's existence. Okay. So no, that's not what Ivanhoe should be defended, or Walter Scott. Sir Walter Scott should be defended. We're like this. No, no, no. You don't talk like that about my civilization. If that's not your civilization, get the fuck out. Alright? Because I don't talk about your civilization, your culture like that. And if I do, my bad. I mean, what the hell? You invite someone in your house, or you educate your kids, and the kids try to cut your throat? Instead talking about, hey, the great father was a little bit, of a womanizer. Oh yeah, he was a womanizer. Let's dig him together out, and just throw his bones around, desecrate his grave. Would they do it? Would you do it? I would not. I would smack the fuck out of that kid. Okay? No marks left. That means no child abuse. Alright, so no physical abuse there. No intention. I hope they don't do that. Alright? You know what I'm talking about? What the is going on? We backed up too much. We have to say, no, that's my civilization, good or bad. You're with it or against it. That's the red line right here. After that, you're out. The same. How about those monuments? Remember the Confederate monuments? By extrapolating that, that means all the Southerners now are guilty of something? What is going on here? We know exactly what's going on. The destroyment, the destruction of our soul, good or bad, is ours. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.